Hold up. Did you know you can create parametric MetaHuman grooms using Blender and generate hair cards with literally one click? Yes, you heard that right. One-click hair card generation that works directly inside Unreal Engine. Most people have no idea this is even possible. I'm about to show you a workflow that works better than you'd ever imagine. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you exactly what I promised last time: how to create parametric grooms and hair systems in Blender, specifically for Unreal Engine 5.6's new MetaHuman Character workflow. Now, if you've been following the latest updates from Epic Games, you know they recently released official groom kits for Maya and Houdini, which is fantastic for artists using those tools. But there is no official solution for Blender users. And since Blender has such a powerful hair and geometry nodes system, I thought, why not create our own workflow that integrates seamlessly with UE 5.6's MetaHuman pipeline? I'll show you how to create hair cards with just one click. Yes, you heard that right. One-click hair card generation that works directly inside Unreal Engine. A lot of people don't know this feature even exists, so you're in for a treat. Everything shown in this tutorial will be available to download for free on fab.com. I mean everything. The complete Unreal Engine project, Groom Alembic files, Blender project, and even the MetaHuman package. I'll put the download link in the description and pinned comment once it gets approved by Epic. Also, I want to let you know that I've created a complete playlist covering all the workflows and tutorials for Unreal Engine 5 and MetaHuman customization. This way you can easily access everything in one place. Think of it as your one-stop shop for all things MetaHuman. So definitely visit my channel, head over to the playlist section, and save it to your library. I'll also include this playlist link in the description and comments. If this tutorial helps you out, please hit that like button and share it with others in your communities, whether that's on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you hang out with fellow creators. Also, make sure to follow me on my social media accounts. You'll find all those links at the bottom of the description. One last thing, always check the pinned comment first. That's where I post updates, solutions, and any new information that comes up after the video goes live. So whenever you have questions or run into issues, the pinned comment should be your first stop. So let's dive into creating some amazing parametric grooms that'll make your MetaHumans look absolutely stunning. Let's get started. To get started, we need to download some assets and add-ons that will make our lives much easier. So open up your browser and visit fab.com. Go to the MetaHuman section and set the price filter to free. This will bring up the MetaHuman Groom Starter Kit for Maya, or you can search for this directly. Click on it, make sure you're logged in, and click Add to your library. Only then will the Download and View and Library buttons appear. Copy the name MetaHuman Groom Starter Kit for Maya and open up the Epic Games launcher. Now we need to add this to our project. Go to Library. If you just acquired this asset, click the Refresh button to update your Fab library and wait for it to finish reloading. Then in the search bar, paste MetaHuman Groom Starter Kit for Maya. This entry will show up with an Add to Project button. Click on it and select your project. I've already created an empty project, so I'll add it to that one. Important note, do not use the Houdini template that has the Create Project option because it has some issues. Basically, hair physics doesn't work properly with it. You're better off creating a new project and adding the Maya assets to it. The Maya assets don't seem to have any issues as far as I know. Once it's done downloading and adding to your project, open up that project. In the content browser, create a new folder called Blender Groom Workflow. We'll use this as our working directory. Now we need to enable some plugins. Go to Edit, Plugins. Search for Groom and enable Alembic Groom Importer. Then search for Hair and enable Hair Cards Generator. Finally, enable the two MetaHuman plugins, MetaHuman Core Tech and MetaHuman Creator. Once done, click Restart. As you saw, we enabled the Hair Cards Generator plugin. That's the plugin that allows you to create hair cards with just the click of a button. When we enable these plugins for the first time, it downloads some packages, so be patient as it takes some time. Close the plugins window and go to Grooms. Then open the main level. Select the head model, right-click on it, and click Browse to Asset. We need to export this skeletal mesh as an FBX so we can use it as our base mesh for grooms. Name it MH Groom and click Save. Here we don't need level of details or morph targets in our exported mesh, so uncheck those and click Export. Also, in project settings, set this main level as the default level, so it will open automatically. Save everything and minimize this for now. Now let's set up our Blender project. Before we start creating Grooms, we need to get one amazing add-on that's really useful when exporting Grooms for UE5. Don't worry, this add-on is completely free. Check the description, pinned comment, or the fab listing, and you'll find the link for this add-on called Groom Exporter by TurboCheck. As you can see, it's completely free. Don't forget to leave a 5-star rating with a great comment praising the creator. Let me quickly explain why we need this add-on. This add-on can export Alembic files with root UV, which is really important for properly attaching hair to any MetaHuman head. This root UV wasn't working for me when I tried Blender's default Alembic export. Also, when we export using this add-on, we don't have to worry about wrong scaling or rotations because Blender and UE5 use different units. This add-on handles that automatically. I love this add-on, so I'm going to donate £2 to the creator. That's less than $3. I suggest you first try this add-on by putting 0 there and purchasing it. Use it once or twice, and if you like it and can afford it, please consider supporting the creator. I'll quickly go through this process. I'll give 5 stars and put a review. Best add-on, saves a lot of headaches. Done. Now go to the bottom where you'll find Groom Exporter Library, included version 15 Blender 4.1. I'll download this since I'm using Blender 4.4. Click on Download. Now open Blender. We'll install the plugin. Go to Edit, Preferences, then go to Add-ons and click Install from Disk. Select the downloaded add-on and click Install from Disk. Wait until the add-on successfully installs. When done, save the preferences and close the settings. Here in the right panel, we can see the new Groom menu, and here's the root UV option. At the bottom, we can see color, width, etc. Delete the default cube. Let's bring the head mesh into Blender by dragging and dropping the FBX onto the viewport. Uncheck animation and click Import FBX. Now click on just the skeleton and press H to hide it, so we can work better with the head mesh. We'll create a hair-based mesh. Select the mesh and go into Edit mode. Toggle X-ray mode because we want the selection to be mirrored on both sides of the head mesh. Click and hold the Select arrow button and choose Select Lasso. I'll roughly select the hairstyle shape. Both sides are selected. Now disable X-ray mode. To separate the mesh, press P on the keyboard and click Selection. As you can see, we've separated this part. I demonstrated this so it'll be useful if you want to make a full head of hair. For this tutorial, I'll create a long hair mohawk because with that hairstyle, it's easier to see physics being applied. I'll quickly create the hairstyle. Give me a minute. I'll add empty hair, add some long hair strands, add some fuzziness so it looks natural, and done. Don't forget to apply all the modifiers. I'll rename the curves to Mohawk. Keep the hair selected and go to the curve section. Click the plus to add radius and add color. Make sure surface is set to skeletal mesh and UV map is set to diffuse UV. Now, in the add-ons Groom panel, expand the Mohawk section, set Groom root UV to surface UV coordinates, Groom color to color, and Groom width to radius. When all this configuration is done, click the Export button. Name it Blender Mohawk.abc, set scale to 1, and click Export. Now we're done with Blender. Save and close it. Open up the Unreal Engine project and go to the Blender Groom workflow directory. Drag and drop the exported Alembic file onto the content browser. You'll see the Groom importer pop up. Here we can see the correct attributes, most importantly root UV and others like color and width. If you don't see this, please go back and check your export configuration again. Whenever you import a Groom Alembic, always check if the scale is correct. Open this, go to Strands, and check hair width. Now we can see the hairs. Save and close this for now. Drag and drop it into the level. While selected, reset the Groom's location to 0, 0, 0. If it fits properly, then we've successfully imported the Groom without any issues. This is the final step. In this section, we'll create Groom binding and make our Grooms parametric and resizable. I'll show you an easy way to achieve this. Since MetaHuman Creator already has some default hairstyles, we're going to copy values from those and apply them to our Grooms to avoid any mistakes. This is very important because if anything is missing, then changing parameters in MetaHuman Creator won't work. Don't worry, I'll walk you through this step by step. Now we need to create Groom bindings. Right-click on the Groom and select Create Bindings. The Groom Binding Options menu will open. In the Target Skeletal Mesh field, and also in the Advanced section under Source Skeletal Mesh, set both of these values to the skeletal mesh which we exported at the beginning for grooming. Click Create. The binding will open up. Save and close it. Now we need to create a Groom wardrobe item. For that, right-click in the Content browser, go to MetaHuman, and click on MetaHuman Character. Give it a name, like mh_groom_test. If you're opening MetaHuman for the first time, it will ask you to enable some settings and restart the project. Just enable it and restart the project. Reopen the MetaHuman character. Go to the Hair and Clothing section. Drag and drop the Groom binding into the Hair All Assets section. Immediately, we can see a wardrobe item is created for our Groom. Let's open it. Here you can see the pipeline is set to none. To set up proper pipeline, we'll use values from any default Groom asset. I'll use this long afro. Open its accessory properties. Right-click on the pipeline and select Copy. Go to our wardrobe item and paste it into the pipeline menu. Now, we also want to set all the properties of our Groom to match those of the default long afro Groom. This includes properties such as material, hair width, hair cards, etc. Make sure not to change anything in the default Grooms, cause it lives in engine directory, might cause some issues. So just copy the properties. So, open both Grooms side by side. I'll put our Groom on the left side and the default Afro Groom on the right. We'll copy properties one by one from the Afro to our asset. Open interpolation in both windows. Seems like there's no need to change anything. Now open the Strands tab in both windows. Here we can see the material isn't set properly. It is showing default. We need to fix that first. Go to the Material tab. On the Afro Groom, we can see there are 3 entries. We'll add 3 new entries to our material as well. Now in the Afro Groom, right-click on each entry and copy it. Paste it into our Groom Assets entry. Do this for all the materials. Make sure the names are correct. Save it. Let's get back to the Strands section. Now we can change the default material to 0_mi hair. Copy hair width and other properties. Paste them into our Groom. These properties below you can set on your own. For the demonstration purposes, I'm copy-pasting them. Now the next tab is Hair Cards. Add a new entry and set the material to mi_hair cards. But we have major problem. We don't have a hair card mesh. Don't worry, here comes the Hair Card Generator plugin to the rescue. Below the mesh preview, we can see a button called Generate Hair Cards. This is because of the Hair Card Generator plugin. Just click on it. The card generator settings will open up. Depending on what quality you want, you can make changes in the settings here. There's also an advanced section where we can increase or decrease the number of cards and other parameters. I'll keep it as default. Click on Generate. This generation will take a little bit of time, like 2 to 3 minutes depending on your system configuration. Let the process finish. As you can see here, the hair card mesh is ready. Let's go to the next section. Here we need to add a helmet mesh, which is like a low poly mesh representation of the Groom. For demonstration, we'll use the hair card mesh here as well. Add a new entry and set the material to mi_hair helmet. Go back to the Cards tab, copy the hair cards, and paste them into the imported mesh. Let's check the other remaining tabs. The Material tab, and we've already done that. Next is the Physics tab. This is a really important tab. Here we'll enable hair simulation physics. Check Enable Niagara Simulation. Immediately we can see the hairs reacting to gravity. We're done with all the configuration. Save and close unnecessary tabs. Let's get back to MetaHuman Creator and test our Parametric Groom item. Go down and double-click on the Mohawk Wardrobe item. Let it prepare. It will take a few seconds. Looks great, doesn't it? Let's check from every angle. Looking all right. Head over to the Details section. This is the main and final test. If we've done everything correctly, like setting up materials, hair cards, etc., then with these parameters, we should be able to change the appearance of the hair. Let's try it out. Let's change the melanin. This is working great. Try changing the dye color. We can notice a little bit of redness. This dye value also depends on the melanin value. I'll just change the melanin value. Now the dye color is popping off. Try changing it to blue. Working great. I'll quickly go through all other properties and show you that we've successfully created parametric grooms. Try changing the highlight color to blue. We also created hair cards. Let's check that out. Go to LOD0 and check the Always Use Hair Cards option. Immediately, we can see physics-enabled hair cards. Isn't this awesome? These hair cards look as good as strands. Epic has done a phenomenal job with these automated tools. Strands, hair cards, they almost look indistinguishable. Now we'll quickly try this on multiple characters with different body proportions. Let's try this on Ada. Let it load. Remove the default hair. Double-click to load the Blender Mohawk. Looking absolutely fantastic. Let's try some modeling tools to see if the hairs adjust to the changing mesh. Working great. Niagara Physics is also working great. This is also working great. I'll just speed test the next model. This is also working great. And that's a wrap. I hope this tutorial has shown you just how powerful Blender can be for creating professional-grade parametric grooms that work seamlessly with Unreal Engine 5.6's MetaHuman system. We've covered a lot of ground today, from setting up the base mesh in Blender to creating those amazing one-click hair cards in Unreal Engine. Before you go, I want to remind you to check out my complete MetaHuman playlist if you haven't already. It's packed with workflows, tips, and tutorials that will take your MetaHuman customization skills to the next level. You can find it right here on my channel in the playlist section. It's basically your complete guide to everything MetaHuman related. Remember, all the files from this tutorial, the Blender project, Unreal Engine project, Groom files, and the MetaHuman package are completely free to download on fab.com. The link is in the description and pinned comment. If this tutorial helped you out, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets me know you want more content like this. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming tutorials. I've got some exciting projects in the works, and I've been getting tons of requests for Chaos Cloth simulation tutorials, so that's definitely something I'm working on. Don't forget to share this video with your fellow creators, whether they're on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, or any other platform where you connect with the creative community. And definitely follow me on my other social media accounts. You'll find all those links at the bottom of the description. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let me know what you created with this workflow, what challenges you faced, or what you'd like to see in future tutorials. Your feedback helps me make better content for everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.